Hello everyone. Jevtro here. I just wanna say that this will be my first video on this channel. I hope you enjoy watching the video. Alright, let's begin. TS Rubber have 10 skills in total. The normal mode have 5 skills and the Gear 4 mode of 5 skills as well. The first skill is Jet Pistol, which teleports you to the top of the enemy that your cursor point at, and slam the enemy from the top just like in the video. It deals a pretty decent amount of damage and also stun the enemy. Okay, moving on to the second skill. The second skill is Jet Gatling. This is one of the best skill you can use for combos in TS Rubber. It's pretty annoying if you are the enemy because it completely frees the enemy from moving until you're done with the Jet Gatling. The third skill of TS Rubber is Red Hawk. This skills require a perfect timing and aim for you to use this because if the player keep dodging away, you will fail the shot. I recommend you knock the enemy first then use Red Hawk. Basically Red Hawk dash forward and hits the closest enemy in your front not far away from you. So, knock them first. The last skill or the fourth skill of the normal mode of TS Rubber is Grizzly Magnum. This is the strongest skill in normal mode that gives the enemy a huge damage in one single hit. And yes, this fourth skill also requires some good aim so you don't miss the shot. You can even one-hit enemy with only this skill if you are high level. Okay, the next one is the transformation to Gear 4 that you guys been waiting for. You can only transform to Gear 4 when you have the red bar on the right side filled up 100%. If it's not full, you can recharge it while in combat. Alright, in Gear 4 mode, TS Rubber have 5 skills as well. The first skill is a Kong Gun. This skill locks the closest enemy just like Red Hawk. This skill basically fly horizontally and cannot go up or down, and if there's a closest enemy in front, it will punch the enemy and knock them out. The second skill is Culverin. This skill move like a snake hitting and following the enemy. You can use this if you are dealing with runner. It locks the closest enemy from your character, so this is not like Red Hawk or Kong Gun that you can control. It basically locks the closest to you, so be careful, you might hit somebody else. Alright, so the third skill of the TS Rubber is called Kong Gatling. This is almost the same as the normal mode TS Rubber called Jet Gatling, but on Gear 4 mode, it gives you 2 times further range, higher damage, and some supreme happy effects. This skill is pretty deadly just like Jet Gatling, so the enemy won't be able to move until you're done with the Kong Gatling. And yes, this skill is very good for fighting a runner because of the further range. Moving on to the fourth skill called King Kong Gun. This skill is the strongest than any skills in TS Rubber, and it's the ultimate skill of TS Rubber, and yes, it's super deadly. This skill gives a very huge damage and wider area of effects, but it requires a perfect timing. The last skill of Gear 4 mode of TS Rubber is Elastic Propulsion. This skill doesn't deal any damage, but this skill is for running away or chasing enemies, and you can fly freely and not horizontal just like Kong Gun and longer duration. You can also use this skill as a combos. Here are some of the combos for TS Rubber. Those are just some of the combos for TS Rubber. For the full combos guide, it will be on the next video. Also thanks for all the people who have been helping me on the making of this video. That's the end of the video, thank you and see you next time. Bye bye.